talk therapy is the solution of today's world's problem. Amen. Okay, so talking about marriage, marriage is a branch of counseling. So sometimes we say marriage counseling. It's as if marriage counseling is on top and professional counseling is down there. Psychology is on top. Counseling is a branch of psychology. And marriage counseling is an example, one of the specialized areas of professional counseling. We have many more areas of counseling. So marriage is a small aspect of counseling. So our duty here is purely for counseling. It's all about the mindset and attitude. But once you say we should talk about marriage, we'll take the advantage and say something. We all know, or we have read about what marriage is in terms of definition. The coming together of a man and a woman, and the decision to stay together till death do them what parts. We have 4 types. Briefly, I'll mention them. We have the traditional marriage. We have the cohabitation. We also have the ordinance. And what the Catholic Church practices is the holy matrimony. Time will not permit me to delve into details what each of them is and what the law says about them. Now we have policy guiding marriage. We have the premarital policy, the marriage policy, and the post-marital. And we have so many topics we treat under the pre-marriage, and then many more during the marriage, and then many more after marriage. And then to summarize, at the pre-marriage, what we do is to prepare you psychologically, physically, economically, health-wise, to get ready for marriage. And then to also know who you are. If you don't know who you are, there is no way you can live with somebody for the rest of your lives. So a fundamental topic we treat at the premarital stage is knowing who you are. Or simply put, man, woman, know thyself. And we take you through some form of preparations. And then it is categorized into 4. You and God, call it your spirituality. You and your inner being, call it I and myself. Then you and your significant others, your parents, your teachers, your friends, and so on. Then you and your environment. We have been taught that the environment is a big school to mold our mental faculties. Most of us have cognitive errors here and there because we pick them on this journey of life. Through counseling, we'll be able to guide you to be focused and think right. At the marriage council, we have a lot. The marriage is a school where we acquire knowledge. And in that school, you are supposed to practice what you have acquired to become better. From being better to growing into maturity and imparting what you have learned onto other people, including your children and the people in your household. So the marriage counseling itself is about teaching or learning to understand what marriage is and stay in marriage till death do you. So now I ask you, if this is what marriage is supposed to be, how can we have high separation rates, over 40%, high divorce rates, over 50%, and only about 10% are surviving in marriage? It means there is a problem. Either we did not prepare well to enter the institution of marriage, or we had a wrong perception about marriage, or we had some targets that we couldn't meet when we entered into marriage. So through counseling, we are able to guide you to prepare and then enjoy your marriage. Our post-marital, we have conflict management and how to impart the knowledge you have acquired on your children so that they will also become good husbands and wives. And then your children will now become good fathers, good reverend sisters, and so on and so forth. So in summary, we have the pre-marriage, the marriage, and the post-marriage. And each of these stages or policies come with learning, acquisition of knowledge. To us, Catholic counselors, we see marriage as an incubator. An incubator that nurtures all types of what? Vocations. If a priest will become a mature priest, it begins from where? The home. If a religious will become a mature and a fruitful religious, it begins from where? Now, if a man or a woman decides to live a faithful single life, it begins from where? That is why they say charity begins at. So I am happy that we have been given the opportunity to create the awareness right at this level. The earlier we catch you young, the better we journey with you till death do us apart.